Okay, so here we have the brine chicken, or the chicken that is brining. If you don't know what brining is, basically it's a process of tenderizing your meat. Different types of meat. It doesn't just fall into the category of poultry. It can also be beef or pork. But yeah, you add some salt to the water. It's a certain ratio of salt to water, and you have to basically look up the different ratios depending on what kind of meat you're cooking, as well as the size of the meat. And yeah, it'll give you how much salt to water that you should add. You can also add some different flavoring or aromatic herbs to the brine to kind of add a little bit of flavor to it, a little flavor profile. So for me, I'm just going to add some of the thyme, as well as some of the garlic and onions that I cut up already. I have a lot of onions and garlic here, so I know I'm not going to use all of this for the hamburger, as well as the ribs that I'm planning on cooking. So, and it doesn't have to be a whole lot, just enough to add that flavor profile that you're looking for. So, and of course this is not gonna, it's not gonna 100% flavor all of the meat, but it will add it, again, add the aromas to the meat that you're looking for. So I'm gonna place this into the refrigerator where it can kind of brine for a little bit longer, depending again on your meat size as well as cut and type of meat. There are a certain amount of hours, or maybe minutes, depending on if you're brining a smaller piece or a thinner piece of meat that you want your meat to brine for. Again, you can reference those online. I don't have all of the references here in front of me, but yeah. So we're gonna stick this in the refrigerator, and I will continue with the remainder of my meat as far as prepping it and getting it ready to, or going ahead and marinating it. Stay tuned. Here we have the chicken that I brined yesterday. It's been brining all night, guys. Hopefully this comes out. The chicken should still be coming out good. I do know that you can over brine your meat. However, I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that I did not have it brining for too long. Looking for a spoon or something to mix this up. But I did add some seasoning to this. I like to parboil my meats, as you can see, even with the ribs that I showed you guys. I like to partially cook my meats. I've just been doing it that way for years now when I grill out. I have learned though, however, you don't want to cook your meats all the way. You want to partially cook them. As you can see, that's the chicken there. It's a lot of steam, so that's why it's kind of grainy. But that's the chicken there. It's not all the way done. However, it is semi-done. And I just find that when I do it that way, the flavors is better. It's not just on the outside. And I also found that cooking it on the grill, it's a lot quicker. And you also don't have to worry about your meat being partially done. A lot of people, they burn their meats on the grill. Well, not just because the grill may be too hot, but also because the hold on, guys. Also because, let me zoom out. But also because it's not all the way done, and they spend a lot of time of trying to, flipping it and trying to make sure that the inside of the chicken or the ribs, or just a piece of meat that has a bone in it that usually takes a long time to cook. They spend a lot of time trying to make sure that it's done on the inside. And yeah, you can check the internal temperature. That's one way. However, this way it just works better for me. Again, I've been doing it for probably over 12 years now. And I find that my meats, they come out still good, and You know, that's just what I'm gonna stick with what I know. So I'm passing that along to you guys. You try it yourself. If you don't like it, that's fine. You know, you can use your own method. But hey, I'm just giving you guys a little secret that I do. And again, my stuff still comes out great. So you can try it and see how it works out for you. But that's the way we're gonna cook it in this house, as long as I'm cooking. So, all right, guys. And here is the final product of the chicken. I had to actually run inside and tend to Isabel because she was crying. Got some nice char on there, and the barbecue looks very good. And from the sounds of it, it sounds like they are enjoying it. It turned out to be a hit. Although I brined it for almost a day, it still turned out well. I did taste the breast. The breast is still nice, juicy, and tender, and also has a nice char marks on them. So yeah, I'd say it turned out rather well. So yeah, this is what it takes to grill out. Isn't that right, Isabel? Thank you for joining me, Kitchen Creations. See you next time.